For years, there was one piece of advice repeated across the world. Learn to code. Schools promoted it, governments funded it, parents encouraged it, investors rewarded it. Programming became the passport to the digital economy. And for a while, the formula worked. The internet expanded. Software spread into every industry. Demand for developers exploded. The future appeared obvious. Then, something unexpected happened. The machines learned how to code. Not perfectly, not independently, but well enough to change the economics of software forever. And when economics change, industries change. When industries change, careers change. And when careers change, entire generations are forced to rethink their assumptions.
The software industry was built on scarcity. Very few people understood computers. Even fewer could instruct them. Programming became a specialized skill, and specialized skills command premium value. As technology spread, demand expanded faster than supply. Companies competed aggressively for talent. Salaries climbed. Opportunities multiplied. The software engineer became one of the most valuable workers in the global economy. But scarcity has always been temporary. History repeatedly follows the same pattern. When something becomes valuable, systems emerge to make it abundant. The printing press did it for books. Factories did it for products. And artificial intelligence is beginning to do it for software. Most people think AI is replacing programmers. That is not the entire story. The deeper shift is that AI is increasing software supply. Ideas that once required weeks can now be tested in hours. Projects that once required teams can now begin with individuals. Barriers that once protected industries are rapidly collapsing. The result is not simply automation. The result is abundance. And abundance changes value. When software creation becomes easier, the bottleneck moves somewhere else. The question is no longer who can write code. The question becomes who knows what should be built. Every industry contains a bottleneck. Remove one bottleneck, and another appears. For decades, writing code was the bottleneck. Ideas were abundant. Developers were scarce. Now the equation is changing. AI generates code. AI explains code. AI debugs code. AI documents code. The bottleneck is moving upward, towards judgment, towards architecture, towards prioritization, towards system design. The most valuable person is no longer necessarily the fastest coder. It is the individual who understands how technology creates outcomes. Because businesses do not purchase code, they purchase solutions. And solutions begin with systems thinking. The software industry is quietly reorganizing itself, not around programmers, but around systems. AI becomes the execution layer. Humans become the architecture layer. The developer increasingly resembles a conductor, coordinating specialized systems, directing workflows, defining objectives, evaluating outcomes. This does not eliminate human value. It transforms human value. The focus shifts away from typing syntax and toward understanding incentives, markets, customers, operations. Because software has never been the end goal. Software is merely infrastructure, and infrastructure only matters when it produces results.
Whenever abundance arrives, prices fall. When manufacturing scaled, products became cheaper. When information scaled, knowledge became cheaper. And as software scales, coding itself becomes cheaper. This creates anxiety. confusion, resistance. But the pattern is familiar. Technology rarely destroys value, it relocates value. The software industry is not disappearing, it is repricing itself. Routine implementation becomes less valuable. Strategic thinking becomes more valuable. Execution becomes automated. Architecture becomes amplified. The center of gravity is moving. The software industry was never truly about coding. Coding was simply the language. The real objective was always transformation, transforming processes, transforming businesses, transforming economies. And transformation begins with vision, not syntax. The individuals who thrive in the next era will understand systems. They will understand leverage. They will understand incentives. Because the greatest opportunities emerge when technology becomes abundant. And abundance is exactly what artificial intelligence is creating. Learning to code remains valuable, but coding alone is no longer enough. The future belongs to individuals who combine technical understanding with strategic thinking, who understand markets, who understand systems, who understand leverage. Because software is becoming easier to create, but meaningful outcomes remain difficult. The winners of the next decade will not simply write software. They will orchestrate software, design ecosystems, and engineer systems capable of scaling value far beyond individual effort. Most people see artificial intelligence writing code. Architects see something deeper. They see software becoming infrastructure. They see abundance replacing scarcity. They see leverage replacing labor. Because every technological revolution follows the same pattern. What was once rare becomes common. What was once valuable becomes expected, and value moves to a higher layer. The future of software is not about writing more code, it is about designing better systems. And those who understand that shift will help architect the next digital economy. This is Nexera, decoding systems, architecting wealth.